Second World War hero pilot still flying high above Britain, aged 96. He said, "I fly with an instructor, but I look after everything. He is there in case of an emergency. I fly about once a month, weather permitting." Mr. Trotman, of Shrewsbury, won the Distinguished Flying Cross twice over, an award given for an act or acts of valor, courage, or devotion to duty, whilst flying in active operations against the enemy, and subsequently received the Legion d'Honneur from the French government for services to France. His first wartime tour of 30 operations was in Wellington bombers with 150 Squadron based at RAF Snaith in Yorkshire. He took part in bombing raids on many heavily defended German cities. In September 1942, his crew was returning from an operational flight to bomb Bremen when their aircraft crash-landed in Yorkshire on the return to the UK due to fuel shortage. Mr. Trotman survived and went on to do a second tour of 40 operations in the Mosquitoes of 692 Squadron, based at RAF Gravely near Cambridge, part of the elite Pathfinder force. He clocked up more than 2,000 flying hours and walked away from 3 crashes. He later worked for cleaning appliance company Hoover for 32 years in the United States and Europe. 5 years ago, he rewrote his autobiography J for Johnny, which details his daring war exploits, with Telford author Ken Ballantine. In 2002, Mr. Trotman became a widower and later met Olwen, who was also widowed. He has now reached the finals of the Amplifin Awards for Brave Britons. Set up in memory of war hero Major Charles Holland, the awards recognize courage and achievement in the categories of outstanding military bravery. The finalists will be judged by a panel including Falklands War veteran Simon Weston. Giuseppe Manzo, general manager for Amplifin UK and Air, said, "We received some fantastic entries in the outstanding military bravery category, and the 4 finalists truly embody the heroism shown by Charles Holland." Charles Holland was awarded both the MBE and the Military Cross, and received the Bronze Star from the United States government in 1948 for his bravery behind enemy lines during the Second World War. After the war, the courageous veteran dedicated his life to providing better hearing for people affected by the conflict, and in 1950 launched Amplifin, which has become a global company specializing in providing the best-in-class hearing solutions and devices. The winners will be announced at a ceremony at the Army and Navy Club in London on 17 October.